Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. The rune that came out for you is Taurus. This came out for Aries as well, but yours is upright, which is a lot more positive. And those of you who are into the romantic side of life, this is going to be quite the week for you. I feel when Taurus comes up, it shows a very passionate sort of love affair, and I mean affair in a positive way. And it's like someone may take you by surprise, or like you're very much not expecting these feelings to erupt within you, but they do. And it's also very sensual as well, so do with that information what you will. Some of you guys I'm seeing, I'm kind of wondering if you're spending like a weekend with someone or multiple days in a row with someone, and you're not thinking much of it, but because you're spending so much time in a row with this person, it's like feelings really erupt out of nowhere. Or this could also happen if you share very vulnerable pieces of information about yourself. Just if you're doing any of these things, spending multiple days in a row with someone, sharing vulnerable pieces of information about yourself with someone, I would highly recommend making sure that you are on the same page with this person before you do that, okay? That's my piece of advice, not even related to this reading. Like, if I could go back in time and do that, I would save myself so much heartbreak. Like, if you're going to bond with someone in that way, make sure that they're able to meet your wants and needs first and foremost, okay? Make sure that they're, like, for example, if you need to hear from someone every day in order to feel safe and secure, like, make sure they're already doing that, or they have intentions to do that. Or if you're someone who is looking to build commitment with someone, make sure they're on the same page with that before you do these things that highly, like, bind you to someone emotionally, such as spending a lot of time with them consecutively, opening up about these deep dark traumas and your fears and everything like that. These are vulnerable pieces of information, and when you share that vulnerability with someone, it does like make you feel bound to them. And if they are not offering you the same consistency or like commitment, whatever you want, it can quickly turn into a trauma bond where you're constantly feeling like you're chasing that person. So just make sure that's what's happening here. And also vice versa. Like, if you're not looking for anything serious and you're happy opening up and sharing these things, and like you're not looking for anything deeper with someone, make sure that they're not also looking for something, like have some integrity with that. For example, in the past couple of months, I met this wonderful guy who was amazing, and he was really, really, really into me. And I was like lightly into him, but I wasn't looking for anything super duper duper committed just yet. And he was trying to move things quite quickly. And it's not that he was doing it in like a red flaggish, like bad way, but it was just like, I knew that my feelings for him were not as strong as his feelings for me. And so I quickly tried to, just let him go for his own sake. So just make sure, no matter which direction it is, or where you find yourself at with that, you're acting with integrity, both towards yourself and others, okay? Aside from that, Taurus really shows, first off, legal paperwork matter. It's going to work out fine. If any of you are worried about taxes, because if you're watching this at the time that I'm posting it, tax season is upon us. So those of us who have to pay our taxes, and if you're sweating a little bit, I feel like it'll turn out fine. You'll have enough money. You're going to be good. Or if you're doing any sort of like legal thing, paperwork that you're waiting to hear back on, application that you're waiting to hear back on, I feel like it's going to go very fairly for you, very well for you. So as long as you're in the right, as long as you're acting with integrity, putting your hard work in, like, you're going to get the results that you seek. So be very optimistic about that. We have clairaudience coming out for you. Okay. Archangel Zadkiel, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So there's going to be a lot of messages coming to you from spirit in the form of what you hear this week. So pay attention to the song lyrics that randomly pop up for you in your head, or songs on the radio may really speak to you directly. I don't know if you guys experience that too, where you're like with someone or in a situation and you're not really talking, and then a song comes on and it's just singing about like everything you feel in that moment, and it's a little awkward. That's clairaudience, for example. We have striving coming through. Love that. Very ambitious week for you. It says eventually the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. I don't know why I'm getting a sense that a lot of you are in a certain situation, whether it's like a connection with someone or some sort of opportunity or blessing that's arising. And normally this is a situation where you would try to sort of latch on, lock it down, get it stable, but you may be in a space this week where you're just like enjoying the present moment for what it is. No strings attached, no commitment to it yet. Like you're just enjoying it for whatever it is. And that's a beautiful place to be, a beautiful place to flow and sort of see how the chemistry is between you and someone or something else, and if it'll naturally sort of evolve up. Now, this is a great place to be. Very beautiful to just naturally let things flow as they are. However, again, heed my advice, guys. I'm speaking from me, not even the cards, from me. Like, I think how you should date or how you should interact with people or like an opportunity or something is before you get to that space of like going with the flow, ask them what they want, okay? Do you want a relationship eventually in your life in general, okay? With marriage or no marriage, or if it's like a job offer, like some sort of opportunity, like how long do you think this is gonna last? Or I don't know, just make sure you get an idea of where the other person's headspace is at and that it matches your headspace. And then after you get all of those preliminary questions out of the way, then go with the flow safely. You know what I mean? There's some conflicting pieces of advice that people give about the first date, for example. On the first date, like that is my time to decide if I'm going to waste my time or not. Like, what do you want? Do you want a relationship? Do you eventually want marriage? Not with me particularly, like in general with life, because you don't know me like that yet. But like, do you want kids? Do you like to talk to someone every day? Do you like to talk to someone every couple of days? Do you like weekly phone calls? Do you like bi-weekly phone calls? How often do you usually like to hang out with people that you're seeing? These are the questions you should figure out day one. First date, like, are we on the same page with that? Because as you start to grow those feelings, oh my gosh, if you're not on the same page, it's gonna suck, okay, for someone. All right, we're gonna get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Marseille Cat Tarot. First card out is Strength in reverse. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. You need to have a sort of direct conversation with someone about those expectations, about wants and needs. And the reason why that is represented by the Strength card is because this can be kind of a scary conversation to initiate, like, hey, what are we? Or like, hey, where do you want this to go? It could be a little scary because it does kind of show our own interest in that person, and if it's not reciprocated, that can feel a little yucky. But I feel like you should have some sort of conversation, either with like this doesn't have to be romantic, this could be with your boss, for example, like, hey, like, how do you see me growing in this company? What growth opportunities exists? What's the deal here? What's the scoop? Okay. That may be a difficult conversation to initiate, and you may not even be super close with your boss or, person of interest or what have you. This could even be a friend too. Like, how often do you want to see each other? Like, do you want to be best friends? Do you want to like be casual friends who just kind of talk whenever? If you need that clarity, get that clarity, okay? Don't let it be a scary thing. We have the 3 of Pentacles, which is wonderful because this shows working beautifully with other people. Also, I feel like your hard work is really being appreciated this week. So in the workplace, if you're like traditionally employed, for example, your higher ups, coworkers are really like condoning, recommending you, like being very happy with the work that you're putting in and how you're growing and expanding. It's like you're being truly appreciated. And also I'm seeing a message here of like you're learning really fast. You're learning something really fast. And it doesn't even have to be in your job. This could be with any skill in general that you may be focusing on learning. I feel like you're getting better at it at a very rapid rate, and you may not see that just yet. I'm also seeing people appreciating you for everything outside of work, outside of skills. Like, this is someone really wanting to get to know you better and and again, I see passionate love affair for a lot of you, I'm just saying, and that person may be really, really digging you and wanting to sort of see how you work together as like a team, as a couple, as two people with the same vision. Like, are our visions aligned, and can we work on each other's separate visions in general? And I noticed like the 3 pentacles here, and this traditionally like can also represent the 3 different entities that exists in a relationship. There's your personal dreams, goals, personality, ambitions, life. There's the other person's dreams, goals, personality, ambition, life. And then there's the 3rd entity, which is your relationship together. Okay, think of it like as like a Venn diagram. Where does that overlap? What does that include versus like what's kept individual, 3rd card out, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. This came out for, I believe, Leo, as well. Did I call you Sagittarius earlier? If I did, I'm sorry. This is Taurus's reading. Let's get that clear. I don't know if I did. I'm just like having a brain melt right now. Actually, this is kind of the energy of the 10 of Wands, having so much coming at you at once, like so many different things to focus on, that you kind of have like a little brain melt. You may be a little bit sloppy with your work or like what you're doing with your words. Some of you may be noticing that you're tripping over your words a lot more. It's just because there's so much going on in your life. Like, we felt that passionate romance, we felt, some messages about career and personal goals. Striving came out, literally trying to build your life or relationships and get it off the ground. There's a lot that you're trying to grow at this time. So just make sure that you're taking time out to rest, and like you're okay with just things growing on their own and not forcing or pushing or chasing. Like, allow some things to grow naturally, because when you're striving too hard in multiple areas of life, you become easily burnt out, spread thin, your work becomes sloppy. Like, just allow things to grow as they will, with like a little bit of management and direction from you. 2nd row of cards out is the 10 of Pentacles. It took me a second. 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful, guys. This is money. Some of you may be getting a raise, maybe even a promotion. Also, I gotta say, this is the card of long-term commitment. Some of you guys may be in a passionate sort of love affair with someone, and this is headed somewhere that involves a long-term commitment. Now, if that's the case, there may be some sacrifices that you need to make. For example, this person may not be picture perfect. They could be at a distance from you physically. They could have children already that take up a lot of their time. There's certain elements about them that is not like it's something that compromises need to be made about, or you just may have slightly different wants and needs, and you're gonna have to get on the same page about that. But this is a really good card if you're looking for really good reading, if you're looking for long-term commitment and growth from any area of life, whether it be love, money, etc. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. And this is what it looks like. I think this is in reverse, right? Unless he's hanging upside down. Yeah, it's in reverse because he's hanging by his little paws here. Cute. Wow. So I feel that you may be a bit apprehensive about where things are headed in life. Like, you may not be able to see the full picture of if someone really wants something long-term with you, or you may not be seeing the full picture of the opportunities that are in your present moment, the conversations you can have. I feel like there's things that you can do this week to clear up some of the uncertainty that you're having and get yourself out of your head. It's like whenever the 8 of Swords comes out, especially in reverse, it's saying you don't have to sit in not knowing. You don't have to sit in the space of guessing. Just initiate certain conversations, take certain actions, get the clarity that you need yourself. Take the steps forward yourself. yourself. So some of you may be literally initiating conversations of like, what are we? Where is this going? What growth is available to me at this time? Or if it comes to personal dreams, goals, and ambitions, you may just be trying and seeing if something sticks. And if it doesn't, then you will quickly pivot and focus on what does grow for you. Oh my gosh, we finished off your reading with the Tower. Oh my gosh, with Tiwaz. Wow, this is some of you guys, I'm telling you, I am honestly seeing this as like an attraction to someone that hits you like a ton of bricks. Like, I am seeing this as completely out of the blue, unexpected, something you cannot predict, like, and it throws you off your routine. Okay, and I'm not feeling like the energy is bad here. It's just like I was not expecting that. This could even be like an unexpected like raise or bonus, or you initiate a conversation and it leads to so much more than you thought. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. These two together, my God. Like, it's whenever the Tower comes out, it doesn't necessarily mean that something is ending. I feel like what is ending actually is the confusion that you're in, not knowing where you stand with people or situations. And how do I even put this? I get this feeling that it's like you're questioning if someone really loves you or if the people at your job even like you. And then as you're in the middle of questioning that, it's like, oh, here's a promotion, by the way, we love you. Or, oh, like, you know, we should be together. Like, I'm going to surprise visit you or get you this gift. And it's like, wow, like that was very unexpected. I was not expecting that. And it sort of shakes you. And I feel like this energy is so like big and out of nowhere that it may even throw you off your routine because you're constantly thinking about it after that happens. You know, it's something you're definitely gonna have to recover from, in a good way, I feel. But it is coming out right underneath that 10 of Wands in reverse. So it's almost like you in your life are just working really hard, going about your routine, really striving and growing various areas of your life. And then there's a little bit of a break in your routine where some very passionate opportunities, feelings, things like that comes forward. And it's like all of this stuff that you were carrying, that you were growing, that you were working on, you're just shocked at this new feeling, this new energy that comes forward. You just drop all the wands, you know, everything you were carrying, everything that you're focusing on growing. You're like, what did you say? Like, excuse me? So it is kind of that energy of falling in love and how it can sometimes like make you focus so much on the loveliness that you forget to focus on the things that you were growing. But that's fine. That's beautiful. It happens. Get back on track as soon as you can though. And take things slow if you want. Take things natural. Wow, this is quite the reading. Thank you guys for joining me. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.